After touring the Hungarian Parliament, I came down to the banks of the Danube. At first, I couldn't help but laugh. Johann Strauss really fooled us. The Danube isn't blue at all. But as I kept walking along the river, the mood quickly changed. Soon, I reached the shoes on the Danube Bank Memorial. These iron shoes stand in silence, honoring the thousands of Jews who were executed here during World War II. It's a powerful reminder of history, right by the river's edge. From here, I made my way to the Liberty Bridge. Built in the late 19th century, this green bridge is one of Budapest's landmarks. What really brings it to life are the bright yellow trams constantly crossing back and forth over the river. The Danube itself divides the city into two parts, the hilly, quieter Buda side and the flatter, busier Pest side. Crossing over into Buda, I arrived at the Castle Garden Bazaar, a 19th century neo-Renaissance complex originally built as an ornamental gateway to the royal palace. Today, it has been restored and serves as a cultural and exhibition space. Taking the elevator up brought me to the Buda Castle district. Much of the area is still under reconstruction, and the interiors no longer preserve their medieval heritage. In that sense, Prague's old town feels more authentic. Nowadays, the castle has taken on a new life, housing museums and galleries rather than royalty. Inside the palace grounds, one of the highlights is the Matthias Fountain, built in 1904. It depicts King Matthias I on a royal hunt, surrounded by his men, hounds, and a fallen stag. Because of its dramatic design, many call it the Trevi Fountain of Budapest. Nearby is the impressive Lion Gate, once the main entrance for royalty and noble guests, now the gateway for visitors. Together, these two landmarks showcase the grandeur and history of Buda Castle. Moving into the courtyard, I was surrounded by monumental facades rebuilt in the 18th and 19th centuries after the medieval castle was destroyed. On one side is the Hungarian National Gallery, home to centuries of Hungarian art. Nearby, the Budapest History Museum tells the story of the city and preserves traces of the original palace. Rising above them is the central dome, offering spectacular views of the Danube and the Pest side. Exiting the castle, I was greeted by the dramatic statue of the Turul bird, a sacred falcon-like creature in Hungarian mythology said to have guided the ancestors of the Hungarians to the Carpathian Basin. With wings spread wide and a sword in its claws, it symbolizes national identity and protection. Right next to it is the ornate Habsburg gate, decorated with intricate ironwork and Baroque details, framing some of the best views over the city. Just outside stands Sandor Palace, built in 1806, and now serving as the official residence and office of the President of Hungary. The neoclassical building is elegant and stately, and if you're lucky, you might catch the changing of the guards right at the entrance. A short walk away is the Fisherman's Bastion, one of Budapest's most picturesque landmarks. Built at the turn of the 20th century in a neo-Romanistic style, its 7 towers represent the 7 Magyar tribes who founded Hungary. The name comes from the Fisherman's Guild, who once defended the stretch of the medieval city walls. Today, it's a favorite spot for panoramic views of the Parliament and the river. Right next to it lies Holy Trinity Square, where the Holy Trinity column stands, built in the early 1700s to commemorate the end of the plague. Overlooking the square is the stunning Matthias Church, originally founded in the 13th century and later rebuilt in Neo-Gothic style. It hosted royal coronations, including that of Emperor Franz Joseph and Empress Elizabeth, better known as Sisi. Not far away are the ruins of the Church of Mary Magdalene, once the main parish church for Buddhist citizens. During Ottoman rule, it was turned into a mosque, and much of it was later destroyed during World War II. Today, only the Gothic bell tower and parts of the walls remain, a solemn reminder of the city's turbulent past. Wanting to see more, I bought a combined ticket for one of the Fisherman's Bastion towers. I thought it would be just a lookout, but it turned into a full-on workout. The staircase was so narrow, it could only fit one person, and just when I thought I'd caught my breath, I realized there was still more to climb. By the time I reached the top, there wasn't much of a view, and going back down felt even scarier. At one point, the person in front of me gave up and let me pass because the pressure was too much. Finally, the workout was over. To reward myself, I decided to relax and check out the famous Gellert thermal bath.